Top of it, top of it, top of it. Top of it, y'all. Welcome to Coffee and Conversation with coach1stac, man. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna eat a little fish today. We're gonna do a little cooking and we're gonna do a little talking, man. Let's get to it. Yeah. Hope everybody having a beautiful day. All right. Welcome to a little bit of coffee and conversation with coach1stac, man. Let's get it. About to cook a little dinner here. Cook a little dinner. Talk a little smack. Let's go. See who's gonna pop up in here. Top of it, top of it, top of it. Man, welcome to a little coffee and conversation with coach1stac, man. While I'm doing a little cooking tonight, man. How you guys feeling tonight? Hope everybody's good, man. We making a little salmon, and I figure we have a little bit of conversation, man. We've been doing good today, having a beautiful day. We'll see how everybody's feeling. You know, a lot of stuff going on in the world. Post some good content today, man. And I want to give you guys like a question and answer today. So just let me know where you guys from, whoever's up in here. Make sure you just share this live and let me know where you're from, people. And we'll chop it up on some real shit. Let's get it. Y'all ain't gotta come in here and be all shy and stuff. Top of it, top of it. Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to some of this keeping it a stack with coach1stac, man. We're gonna do a question and answer today. I hope everybody's having a blessed day by the grace of God, people. Make sure we step in. You know, I'm doing a little cooking. We're gonna make a little salmon tonight. Make a little dinner. Want to go live and tap in with my people. Well, make sure you smash that like button when you come in the room. And I'm gonna do some cooking and we're gonna do some conversation, man. I like to do the question and answer. Oh, snap. Top of it, top of it, top of it. Hey, man, welcome to Keeping the Stack, coach1stac, man. I'm coach1stac. Hey, man, y'all caught me right in the middle of cooking dinner. We having a little salmon tonight. How's everybody feeling? God is good. By the grace of God, we over here, man. So I do a little cooking, a little question and answer tonight. You know, let my fans get to know a little bit more about me. Because, you know, we keep it a stack over here. I want to know where you guys are from Las Vegas, especially if I don't know you. Go ahead and share this live and tap the screen and share with other people. You know, this question and answer. What's up, Miss GG? What's up, Miss GG? Where you from, Miss GG? I know we chatted before. I believe we chatted before. I can't remember where you from. You know, I like to get acquainted. I'm just making a little salmon tonight, a little bit of fried salmon at that. And I wanted to give you guys some question and answer time. You know, we're just going to really chop it up. Oh, that's right. 3-1-3. That's right. 3-1-3 in the house. Hey, Miss GG, can I get a favor? Hey, man, I need a new pair of buffs. You know, I got a couple pair, but I need me a fresh pair of buffs. Can I get them cheaper out there? Yeah, people. Man, we tapping in. You know, yesterday we was talking about dating. So we'll probably just talk about dating and a lot of stuff that's going on in the dating world. Because, guys, you guys see my lives. Man, I keep it a thou wow. And a lot of people, man, been getting on my channel saying, ooh, coach, is this a download channel? Is this guys, I make content about what's going on in the industry. I got over 2,500 videos, people. So you got to go back and watch them all. But, man, over here, man, we doing some bonding. We getting better. You know, we chopping it up. We talking about real shit. And yesterday we had a real good live going on when I was cooking. Google buffs, man. Yeah, I need some buffs. I need a new pair. I got two pair, but I need a fresh pair. Maybe you can give me a discount. You dig? We was talking about that dating, and since we got all these ladies up in here, let's get to it. Let's talk about something. We're gonna talk about tonight this download problem. We're gonna talk about these men being on the download, people. So if you easily offended, you might want to not be up in here, because I don't have any problem with the rainbow community. I don't have a problem with nobody's sexuality, but we're gonna get on this download thing in a big way, because it's an epidemic, and this is what's going on in the world. And all I want everybody to play safe. It's a lot of y'all women out here right now dealing with a man that's on the down low, and it's even women on the down low. But man, it's particularly for these men. And so yeah, a lot of men gonna jump in and get up out of here because they get ass hurt and all that stuff. But I want to know from the ladies, man, have you any lady up in here, have y'all ran into any of these men that's on the down low before? Keep it real. And guys, if you want to come up on the screen, you can come on the screen and talk. Okay, you can come on the screen and talk. If you guys want to come on here and talk on this live and have some live question and answer, if y'all want some live question and answer, hey man, all you got to do is call that number right down there. Shoot me a text first to let me know you calling. Let me know who you are. I'll put the phone on speakerphone and we can do some live talking. That's what we do over here. So y'all let me know what's going on. What's up, Goof? That's right. Rashad, what? That's right, man. It's a lot of dudes around here on this down low, man. And like I said, I have no problem with nobody's sexuality. I ain't gonna keep going back and forth with that, because I'm doing a project for the rainbow community. But what's up with y'all? What's up with a lot of y'all dudes, man? Around here, why is it that y'all feel that so many men are having problems with their sexuality and scared to tell a woman what it is that they really, really want? Because truth be told, I know plenty of women that like two men. They like that. Because I'm really gonna touch y'all on this live. The topic, hey, today, Goof, what we talking about is we're talking about men on the down low. And understand, everybody, this is a safe place. We don't do any derogatory terms for anybody in here. This is a safe place. We're talking about men on the down low. I'm asking the women, like, hey, how do y'all feel about these men on the down low? And have they ever ran into anyone, some of their situations? And some of you men, it's okay. I get a lot of consultations, people. So it could be some men that's on the down low and trying to come out the closet. People, when I do consultations, a lot of people are asking me, hey, coach, I'm battling with this. How do I come out? And I'm like, you know what? You're not battling with anything. Just be who you are. Don't worry about what other people think. So that's what we're talking about, Goof. Irwin, hey, much love from Phoenix. Hey, Las Vegas in the house. Hey, Irwin, one of my favorite rappers is from Phoenix. Willie North Pole. You know who that is? You know who Willie? Yeah, let's go ahead and share this live. And if any of y'all men, if y'all get a little sensitive, man, because we talking about men being on the down low, don't get offended. This is a safe place. You can come in here, you can be yourself, because we want to know, because that's and y'all had to excuse me, I'm cooking some salmon. Okay, hell of a rapper. Yeah, y'all got to excuse me, I'm cooking some salmon. But we want to know what's up with all these men on the down low. Why are all these men scared to come out the closet and really deal with their sexuality? Because amongst these YNs, it's their thing now. Like, guys, I'm 49 years old. I know I'm all swole and handsome and I ain't got no grades and no, I don't doubt my shit. But it is a thing amongst these YNs now to try to find them a straight dude, take their virginity so that they can make them fall in love. That's a thing now, So I'm just trying to keep up with the times with having proper information so I don't say nothing out of order. But I just really want to know, ladies, how do y'all feel about that? And feel free to be open. If somebody wants to come up on the screen, hey, let me know. I'll let you get up in here and talk on this live. This is interactive. If you guys want to call in, and talk about it, the number's right down there. Shoot me a text message first, and you can call and you can get on the show. Like, for real. I'm a real dude that do real things. So, let's have it. But I'm right here, guys. Hold on. Let me turn my stove on. So what's up, man? What's up? What is up? See, because let me tell you guys a story. You know, we only give truth over here. That's why it's called keeping it a stack with Coach1stac. We keep it 1,000 over here. So, and if you don't know, peace and blessings, Coach. I thought I missed. What's up, Cookie? Nah, I'm here. You know, if y'all don't know my history, guys, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am 49 years old. I don't know, I got a t-shirt on, but I'm really a fly motherfucker, man. You know, I'm just chilling at the house. I enjoy working out. I got an 8-pack. You know, I love God. I love making money, but most of all, I love talking to the people. Salute. I love talking to the people about real shit. I talk about the shit people don't talk about. That's why they've been that's why they had me shadow bound. You dig? You dig what I'm saying? So you know, but I do run into all these things, man. It's the biggest epidemic that's going on in this country is the down low man. You know, the down low man. Okay, Cookie. Oh yeah, it depends. Loving God, yeah, God is good. Without God, none of this is possible. So you know, I really want to know, ladies, why do you think these men are battling with their sexuality? And have you the floor is yours, ladies? Have you run into men on the down low? And if so, tell me about it. I'm trying to know what's going on. Talk to me. Talk to me. And none of y'all men don't get offended. Y'all get on here and talk to, because man, I have so many. It's people that I know, like dudes that's not in touch with themselves, and they're that way. And I guess they think that I have a problem with it. So what it does is, you know, on my side, it makes the friendship uneven because they think that I feel some type of way, but in reality, I don't care. I support you for however you are. You know, it's too many people around here pretending to be something that they're not. Guys, that's the equivalent. That's the music industry. Okay, let's talk about that, Rashad. What you mean? Speak on it. You want to come up on the screen, Rashad? You want to talk about it on the screen? Cookie, you found and it turned out to be a cool friend. Yeah. What do you mean the industry? You know, because with this industry stuff, you know, well, what's going on, NPens? Talk to me. This is what I'm talking about. This is y'all chat. Talk to me. Get in detail. Because I can tell you personally, I've had, you know, guys, I'm not homophobic or none of that stuff. I'm not bisexual, trisexual. I'm a straight man. I've had 3 people in the last few years from Houston get in my DM on another platform, and they over here got 2 hands. They working with something like 12, 13 inches long, talking about, "Ooh, daddy, this is what I want to do to you." And I'm like, "Look, bro, you know, no disrespect. You know, I'm honored that you may find me attractive, but you know, that's not my thing. I appreciate if you don't send me that. I ain't tripping because you have to try, right? You don't know unless you ask, but I don't even bust them out. But I really need to know, you know, why do y'all think men are battling with this? And if you a man battling with it, hey, this is all confidential. Why are you battling with it? You know? Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. And remember, I'm cooking, guys. I'm cooking some fish. This is the best salmon when you got the skin too, by the way. Yeah. Man. And it's like right now with these YNs, with the YNs, people, they having, let me tell you what the YNs are doing right now. Hold on, let me put this other fish in here. I'm gonna tell you about the YNs. Give me 1 second. So what the YNs are doing, the way the YNs are getting at people, right? Let's say the YNs get me, man. Good evening. Is a man on the down low when he has a fine woman, a good one, but unable to please? Oh, that's a good question. Now But Vanessa, that's a great question, guys. I wouldn't say so. See, now let me tell you this, Vanessa. The reason why a lot of these men can't please you, and ladies, I want y'all to take notes too, because this is real shit. That's a very good question. I get asked that question all the time. It don't necessarily mean it on the down low. Here's why a lot of these men can't please you. It's a few reasons. Their testosterone could be low, but most of the time it's because these guys are whacking off. They stay whacking off. Most of these men that stay watching porn and whacking off, guys, I don't watch porn. I don't do that. I leave that for my partner to do that for me. You understand what I'm saying? See, because when you find yourself doing this, and Cookie, stay with that, because I'm gonna come back to that. When you find yourself doing that all the time, that means by the time you get to the woman, by the time he get to you, Vanessa, like his body is desensitized. You dig? Because he watching porn. So now you might say, hey, Coach1stac, I'll watch it with him. I don't mind watching porn with him, but understand, he ain't gonna show you the type of porn he like to watch behind closed doors. See, he might be into some real kinky shit that he don't want you to know, but that don't necessarily mean that he's on the down low. You understand what I'm saying? But check this out, Cookie, you have a great question. Hey, I'm Cookie, you over there built. Look at you. I see you, Cookie. Man, hey, get on my level. I ain't worried about Shannon. Man, listen, let me explain something to y'all, right? Oh, hold on. Okay, I got you, Vanessa. Hold on. Let me go back. Cookie, keep your question. I'm finna come back to you, Cookie. Let me post this. And keep that. Man, I ain't worried about Shannon. Because guess what? Man, listen, this is my city, born and raised in Las Vegas, and I can have anybody touched in Las Vegas. This is my city. I'm born and bred in Las Vegas. I can touch Shannon I ain't worried about that. Didn't finish. He is unwilling to do anything. I thought so. Nothing left for me. I don't want to please me arguing. So I thought so. Nothing left for me. Don't want to please me arguing, competing. No, I don't want to watch porn with him. Well, if he's did you start off? Did you guys start off sleeping together? Is this my friend Cookie? Do I know you? Cookie, do I know you? Because if you're my Cookie, you better say something. What's up, Miss Shay? Looking all good. Yeah. If he started off pleasing you, and now all of a sudden it stopped, he could be. Because what happens is, man, you gotta watch these dudes. It used to be okay, Cookie. Well, maybe I might need to. Get him. See, listen, and it's the reason why I got my brand coming out called I'm Him, I'm Her, and I need models. I need fly people in there, and I like to connect with people from Vegas. So even if you're a man or a woman, if you're from Vegas, I would love to connect with anybody from Vegas. Off the rip. If anybody from Vegas, I would love to connect with anybody from Vegas. But seriously, so you can go to my Instagram, and my Instagram is under this same name, coach1stac. But yeah, if he started off pleasing you, right? He's very jealous. Yes, but it was horrible 5 minutes. Well, yeah, that don't mean he on a down low. That could just mean that he has low testosterone. See, because a lot of these dudes are suffering from low testosterone, and a lot of men don't even realize that they. Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna keep on blasting their ass too. So a lot of these dudes don't even realize that they have low testosterone. But I'm gonna tell you, Vanessa, when you can tell when a man is dealing with low testosterone, right? Hey, and what's up, Madrid? That's my girl down there. Smash the like button, guys. If y'all like these lives, do me a favor and just hit a button. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm in here cooking and giving y'all some good game. Hit the like button for me. Make sure y'all share this so the love can travel. But yeah, he might be dealing with low testosterone. And when a man is dealing with low testosterone, he start acting real feminine. Oh, well, nah. If he has a low sex drive, that's on him. He got some low testosterone. He got low T. So we're gonna get back to that next question. He gonna have to go get some T, some low testosterone. So where we was at? Cookie, the drugs. All right, so now Cookie says maybe because of the drugs. So let me explain something to you, Cookie. I'm somebody who moved a whole lot of that stuff that looked like ice. It looked like ice. All right. So I'm here to tell you that thing in particular, that is a part of why I do my brand and why I'm building my brand and why I have certain projects for the community is because it's something about that stuff that brings out the rainbow community in people, in men. It truly does. Like for instance, if you got two men, they might be, blowing some 420. But if they're messing with that, they got some tendencies and it causes them to, go down through there. You understand what I'm saying? Personal story. A good friend of mine, right? A good friend of mine's friend caught her husband recently in the bathroom with a turkey baster, stuck up a turkey baster. And I'm like, what are you doing with a turkey baster? And they said that's where they melt the methamphetamine and mix it with water and they inject it inside of them with a turkey baster so they don't have to smoke it and it gets them. And he was in the pen and he's HIV positive, by the way, too. So I know two people who were dealing with that. I actually had one of my close friends when I was a young man that was dealing with that, and he passed from that. And I know two people currently, due to dealing with that crystal, not only did they go to the rainbow side, occasionally, but they're HIV positive. Definitely. They're HIV positive. Yeah, it's beautiful out here in this desert. So let me see. Yeah, but Vanessa, don't let him blame his sex drive on you. Has nothing to do with you. Your job, and I don't know what you're doing in your bedroom, but your job is to stay sexy and available, smelling good. And that's something for you ladies, man. Let me tell you something. With you ladies, I can't tell you how to dress, but man, when it comes to me and my partner, man, I love it when she only goes to bed in a nice little teddy outfit, something short, something sexy, so I can fill up on them thighs. We can touch and be intimate. But if you going to bed with some full-fledged long sleeve pajamas on, or you always got a bonnet on and a damn muumuu, like why would a man even want you? But ladies, it's your job to keep yourself sexy and available and have that easy access. Like if my partner when it comes to bedtime at the end of the day, I have all access. I got all access to just do what I want to do, to touch, but it's just an intimacy level. I'm always having that type of drive because it's deeper than just a sex drive. It's a mental drive. You know what I mean? But if Vanessa, if you guys used to mess with that, yeah, for sure, real shit. Oh yeah. Well, Vanessa, you answered your own question. You didn't need me. You answered your own question. You got the answer right there. He's an alcoholic. You answered your own question. That's why he can't do that. Because once you start mixing all this alcohol, man, your testosterone gets low. And then these dudes that don't work out, like today was my leg day. Legs build the most testosterone in your body. Let's say, hold on. He's an alcoholic. How he gonna tell me I can't come on? Well, Vanessa, let me ask you this question, not to get in your personal business. Why do you stay with him? If he's not pleasing you, why do you stay? That's the thing. If a person don't please you, why do you stay? And don't say to kids, don't say nothing, because here's the thing, and it ain't got nothing to do with sex. I don't care what kind of situation it is. If a person is not making me happy and I'm not happy, I don't care what the circumstances are. I'm going to leave and I'm going to go somewhere where I can be happy. Now that's just what I do. Too many people stay in these relationships where they're not happy. And I have no judgment, but I do have to ask, why stay in a relationship if you're not happy? And if you're not happy and you stay in a relationship, honestly, I got to keep it one stack with you. You really don't have room to complain. Because the thing is, if you leave and go off on your own, that man that can please you, mind, body, and soul can find you, but you'll never be found. God, this is like a spiritual thing from God, man. Yeah, that's right, Cookie. That's how you're supposed to do it. Can you dig it? That's how you're supposed to go to bed. You know, if a person is not floating your boat, you should leave them. Listen, guys, I hate to get spiritual on you, but let me explain something to you. God is trying to always give us something. Well, God is always telling us why we should leave a situation, leave a person, go towards a situation, and you're not going to get your blessings. He's showing you every reason why you shouldn't be with this person, and you're not going to get what you got coming until you break away from him, because unfortunately, he's not supposed to take part in your blessing, and you ain't supposed to take part in his. But if you leave, he'll have a woman for him, and you'll be getting pleased. You did? Yeah, Cookie. I mean, yeah, Cookie. That's what I'm saying. It ain't all about this right here, man. When you go to bed like that, and like I said, when I see my partner walk the way she walks, it turns me on. The way we watch TV, the way we just sit and chill. I have that same feeling right up here as I get down there, just from the way she presents herself. And you got to keep yourself accessible. And so that goes. Okay, what do you see in pins? Oh, you welcome. And the thing is, you gotta, as a man, I'm gonna tell y'all men straight up and down, man. If you around here, man, jerking your meat all day, bro, that's a no. It's no fapping, because you're desensitizing yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You're really desensitizing yourself in a big way, you know. And then, I know so many women who are dealing with a dude that can't rise to the occasion unless they watching porn. And it ain't supposed to be like that. Now, yeah, if that's what you want to do, man, I like my partner to get some of that oil and get the, little two-hand action. I'm a Scorpio, man. I'm about like, I like that, little, it makes me feel good. But that's something you do together. But man, for y'all men that's sneaking off and y'all, behind closed doors, y'all over here doing y'all little thing, bro, that shit ain't cool. Ain't nothing cool about that. I'm 49 and I ain't got no problem. I'm like this muscle. I have no problem like that. And I don't even have to be touched, because I don't touch him. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Males doing any and everything for cash or fame. Oh, in pins, they are. And women too. Let me tell you a lot of these dudes are doing now. Y'all ready? In pins, let me pin your comment. Hey, in pins, where you from, by the way? Hold up. You got a good one right here, in pins. Hold up. In pins, and you are beautiful. Man, listen, guys, there is nothing better than a naturally beautiful woman. I'm gonna tell y'all that off the rip. Off the rip. They exploit males and females. Okay, let's talk about let's look at in pins. Corruption, grooming males into the download lifestyle. Take Brashear. He thought he was pursuing one. Yeah, see, because watch this. A beautiful. You're welcome, sweetheart. A beautiful point. Because guys, I'm taking. I'm taking. Okay, I'm taking. But You know, I'm a man. I'm gonna tell you that you're beautiful. I'm taken. So anything, if I have one of y'all getting at me in the, like I said, some of you guys, I have a brand coming out. I'm him, I'm her. I do need the right people to have that on and represent my brand. That's why I'm trying to tap in with people that's from Vegas. And you know, if you from Vegas, I'm really trying to get you to tap in because you guys are really going, man, hold up. Just stay right there real quick. Hold up. And guys, this right here, this is another thing. One of my first projects is going to be for the rainbow community. So that's why I'm telling you, ladies, like, or men, if you live in Vegas, I want you to really tap in on my Instagram because I'm building my brand and I want to, I want to meet people, you know, to represent my brand. So this is I'm him, right? See, I'm him, right? That's I'm him. And then I also have I'm her. I own it. I have this shit trademarked, okay? So we got I'm him. I'm him. Okay. We got I'm him. And we also have I'm her. I'm him and I'm her. Hold on 1 second, guys. My fish. Okay, so yeah, so we take Brashear Gray, right? My male, nah, brother, I'm not, uh well, your mother's a weirdo. I leave the content as it comes. See, it's people like this right here that's called reflecting. You dig what I'm saying? So what I was saying was, and when we talk about my content, man, I put the content that's going on in the world that comes across my desk. I got 2,500 videos, and what you just said, my email, you got one more because I don't do trolling in here, and I don't do ignorant shit either. By the way, brother, just so you know. So you got one more, and Superwoman, kick his ass out of here if he get one more comment like that, because we don't downgrade anybody. So now the reason, now let me explain something to you. The reason why that I get on this topic is because, man, I'm ex-law enforcement and I was a hell of a hustler in the street. And the main thing that I used to deal in was crystal. Okay. Now, crystal take people to the other side. And so because it's kind of like it's like my repentance because I contributed to a lot of shit. I'm trying to right a wrong that I did. And so that's why I know a lot of men are struggling with this because they are using these drugs. Give me 1 second, guys. I can't stand ignorant people, man. You must not have had a father in your life. Ignorant. And I guarantee you, if you leave your woman here with me, I bet you she get about 10 inches up in her too. She would love every bit of this Scorpio right here. You dig? So now back to what I was saying. Now with Bashir Gray, I don't know if you knew that in Pens that Charlie Mack, his manager, was the one that turned him out. So when we go back, when we talking about Bashir Gray, understand it started off with Will Smith. You got Will Smith. So let me take you yeah, me either. Let me take you way back in Pens. You had Will Smith, who when he was in was it 6 degrees of separation, you know, him and Quincy Jones was like this. And you already know that Quincy Jones wanted Tupac to give it to him. This was back then. So that's how That's how he got on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I'm working up to Brashear Gray. So just follow me in pins because I used to be a cop too out here in Las Vegas. So now during that time, Tevin Campbell comes along. And Will Smith and Quincy Jones are the ones that turned Tevin Campbell out. Okay. Now I got a video about that. When I took somebody to jail in the city jail. I had heard Tevin Campbell was selling himself, but I took somebody to jail, and one of my fellow officers at the time said, "Hey man, you ain't gonna believe who I brought to jail." And it was like, who? It was like Tevin Campbell. I'm like, for what? Soliciting for the purpose of prostitution and possession of narcotics paraphernalia at a crack pipe. And I went over there, I'm like, damn, that is Tevin Campbell. And I'm like, man, bro, can you sing? And he got up, he sung a few notes. So he was out there. So they was turning him out. So now let me connect the story for you, in pins. Charlie Mack is a guy that Will Smith looked up to. He was like a mentor. Charlie Mack is also was messing with Jada, Will, Mark Anthony, Tyrese. So Charlie Mack is the one who brought Brashear Gray into the game. Charlie Mack handed Brashear Gray over to Diddy and Will Smith. Okay. So now I got videos on all this stuff. You can go see it. I don't do clickbait over here, guys. I got way too much shit to talk about. So check this out. So Brother Bilal. If you look on Tasha K channel, you'll see a guy named Brother Bilal. That's the guy that was Will Smith's friend who caught him and Dwayne Martin in the dressing room, right? Brother Bilal. So Will Smith sent Brother Bilal to Chicago to basically, take care of Brashear Gray. But you got to understand, these are young kids. So when you're giving them their first experiences as a man, they're confused. They're with a man. This is their first experience. So how do you expect this little boy, that's a boy, right? After he's been dealing with a man, how do you expect him to function with a woman? That's why you see people like Ray Gay, because Ray J gay too. I could tell you all about him and what he used to do out here in Vegas. That's why these men start getting all these tattoos and start getting extra hard because they're trying to compensate. But back to Brashear. So when Brother Bilal got there, he noticed, and that's out of his mouth. You can go watch it for yourself. Brother Bilal was talking about how Brashear Gray was running around with male prostitutes, said he was pissing in the trailer, said he was just doing bad. And he said all of a sudden, the dude, Brashear Gray broke down to him. This is when Empire was getting filmed. And he's like, you know what they did to me? You know that Charlie Mack and Will made me suck his, they've been graping me. And he said that Brashear Gray, man, just broke down and was sitting in the corner shivering, snot running out of his nose bleeding from the booger sugar, said he was, shaking. He had been touched. And he begged Brother Bilal not to say anything about it. But Brother Bilal went to Will and told him, hey, man, I know what y'all did to him. And they had some funk behind that stuff, So, yeah, that was the thing with Brashear Gray. But that runs even deeper because with Will Smith, and you guys can go check my content. You go check Tasha K. You go see Brother Bilal. Jada Pinkett had some external hard drive. Hold up, stay right there. Brother, this is an external hard drive. This is a 2 terabyte external hard drive. I could put all kind of shit on here. Like it holds space. So I put my content on here, so I can save everything. So Jada had an external hard drive like this full of all of the dirty movies. So Brother Bilal, 2 of the hard drives came up missing. But since Brother Bilal was always at the house, this is what he said he saw. It's in a lawsuit. He said that Jada would take her guys. I did shrooms before. Shrooms make you feel good. He said she would take her shrooms. He said she would take that Tunchi, that pink stuff, and she would just sit up and go through the movies and be touching herself all out in the open, kids walking around, all that, flipping through the movies. And Brother Bilal said in the movies, Charlie Mack was making Will, and Jada is telling Charlie Mack, the same guy who turned Bashir Gray out, make him spit up. Make him spit up. Let me get a little deeper. On the videos, now this is what this man said he saw. See, guys, like I said, I used to be a cop. I know when somebody's lying. I know when people get on here and lie, when somebody's lying, and I know when somebody's telling the truth. And when a person got way too many details, man, they ain't got no reason to make that shit up. He talked about the movie with Tyrese. Oh, yeah, he's on there. Tyrese and Will by themselves solo. Tyrese, Will, and Jada. Tyrese and Mark Anthony and Will. And here's a kicker, y'all. He is even a movie on there that with Alfonso Rivera. Remember Alfonso Rivera? Yeah, from Fresh Prince. So Alfonso Rivera used to mess with Jada back in the day. Jada didn't have no money. That's when she was broke. So Jada is on that, you know, that 50 Shades of Grey shit, you know, because in their particular movie, he said it was a bloody mess. He said that Jada Pinkett, like I said, too many details. He said that Jada Pinkett is sitting there with some Timberlands on, a strap, and a fitted baseball hat, giving it to Alfonso Rivera, and he bleeding. And he's telling her, "Oh, please stop, please stop." And it's that dominatrix, submissive stuff. And she's like, "Nah, take it." So she's taking all her anger out on him. But it's a lot of these dudes with these tapes. But so that's why when you talk about Bashir Gray, I needed to give you the whole circle of how it happened. So now Bashir Gray actually has an OnlyFans for the Rainbow Side, and he's on Twitter X doing his thing. Now I ain't seen it, but the ladies say that he's on there, got his finger up his, doing his thing. So that's what happened to Bashir Gray. But hold up, I gotta turn my fish. 1 second. So yeah, the thing is, man, with these guys in Hollywood and the kids, and the part that I don't like, and salute to you, Bankroll. Salute to you, Bankroll. Yeah, Tammy Campbell. Oh yeah, they did. Let me look through the comments real quick, guys. Tevin Campbell. I saw him for myself. He looked real disheveled, but he was down. He was on. If you guys ever been to Vegas, we got Fremont Street. You guys will see the Fremont Street experience. But when you go down Fremont, that's where a lot of prostitutes are at. They're cheap prostitutes at that. I felt bad about Tevin. Get on my level, been falling for a minute, big dog. Yeah, get on my level. I just like to check it at the door as being a grown man. It don't even bother me. I don't like the energy to be off in my live. My live is a safe place. You dig? Because what's up, Tom? My lives are a safe place. We talk to guys. You guys are welcome in my live to come up on the screen and talk if you want to. This is for you too. So I'm just giving it to you guys. But like I said, for those of y'all that don't know my history, born and raised in Las Vegas, I'm ex-law enforcement. Then I went to the streets and I played in the streets and I made a lot of money in the streets because I know what I shouldn't do. And I've been delivered by the grace of God for 9 years, man. All glory due to God. I've seen a lot of things, and I'm never going to get on this camera and speak on something that I don't know about. I don't do that. I don't spread bad information. It ain't about, see, before it was computers and Google, it was people like me that had integrity who told the truth. I stand on my integrity because that's all I have at the end of the day. But that's why these little boys are getting turned out. Hold on, one more second, and now I'm done cooking. Hold up. Okay. So now So we back. Thanks for hanging on, people. So yeah, so what's popular now amongst the YNs? This is like a thing, y'all. Um, they have a channel. It's a guy who has a channel. He's part of the community. He has a channel, and he talks about all of this stuff in detail. And he said what the YNs do, and he actually had a video. He said what the YNs would do, and he showed a video of a little YN meets another YN. They in Walmart. One of them work at Walmart. So the one little black dude asked the dude at Walmart, "Hey, what's the aisle that the baby oil? Literally, what aisle is the baby oil on?" And he's like, "Oh, it's on this aisle. Oh, can you take me there?" So he took him there. So they talking, and so before they exchanging some words. So now he was like, "Oh yeah, you know how you show people stuff in your phone?" So the thing is, what they doing now is when the guy starts showing him, when the guy from Walmart starts showing the young dude stuff in his phone, he made sure he had some pictures of some man on man stuff, like, "Ooh, oops, my bad, I ain't mean to show that," to see if he was with it. That was the test. And before walking off, the YN asked the guy from Walmart, hey, can we exchange numbers? So it's a lot of that going on in the streets, y'all. It's going on in the gym. You know, I didn't ran into a whole circle jerk inside the sauna at EOS. This is what it is. You know, so if you're a lady, you better believe if your man is sitting up with another man other than his family for hours at a time, he probably out there. And on the flip side, for the ladies, and a lot of y'all ladies, if you into it, you are, and if you're not, hey, that's cool. But hey, I know a whole group of ladies that's in their mid-50s, making all of them making 200,000 plus, very high class corporate ladies, and all of them like to get down with women, but just that group. And most of them are married. And why? Because their husband judged them. So what they do is these women go on their girls trip, and they're pillow princesses. So it's going on both sides. Let me get a little deeper, people. And for the couples that are in the lifestyle, see, guys, I'll be in Atlanta next week, right? I'll be in Atlanta for next week. I'll be in Atlanta. Hey, coming to a city near you. I'll be in Atlanta, North Carolina, South Carolina, about the next 2-3 weeks, right? I'll be out there next week. In Atlanta, you know, you got a certain adult bookstore called Tokyo Vanity, you know, and I know we all have been to an adult bookstore before, but they got one that actually has a swingers club inside of it. I ain't never been. Have I been to a swingers club? Yes, a long time ago. Have I been to one lately? Nah, probably not in the last 20 years. No. But in this particular club out there, it is the transgendered woman who got the best of both worlds that these couples are now dealing with. See, so it's a couples thing now, because in this man's mind, that's a woman because she's well equipped, and so she's giving it to both of them. So this is what the world have turned to now. So, but the moral of this story is, man, you like whatever you like. If that's what you like, fine. You know, but tell a person what it is that you like. Guys, let me ask you something, man. Let me ask you something. Guys, throw a 7 up if you think you should just tell a person what it is that you like. Throw a 7 up. If you think you should just tell a person what you like, throw a 7 up, please. Hey, I love Tevin too, man. Tevin is a good dude. Giggles, where you from? Oh yeah, hey Giggles, yeah, man. I just made some fried salmon, and I'm gonna eat some rice. You know, that's how I keep this body looking nice at 49 with an 8-pack. Mind you, mind you, mind you, mind you. Stop playing. Yeah, man, your boy Coach ain't too, I ain't doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad. That's what's up, Cookie. That's what's up, Cookie. I still would like to tap in with you because let me show you guys some. Look, because I really do need, I need the right women for my logo. So look, this is one of them right here. You see that? I'm her. See that? I'm her. And you got I'm him. These are my logos. So yeah, I need thank you, Giggle. So that's why I need people, the right people to be a part of my thing because okay, get on my level. We got to stay in that gym, big dog. Yeah, we got to stay in there. So yeah, that's why I was saying that. Cause guys, I'm taking. Like I'm taking. I ain't doing nothing outside of what I have going on. But when you're not doing that, you can talk to women. When you're a real motherfucker, you can talk to women and men and live your life. You understand what I'm saying? So thank you. But that's what's going on here. So now I want you guys to know that in that community, the big thing now, and I would hate, I got one child, she's 29. She's part of the rainbow community. But I would hate to have a child in school right now because I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel about a same-sex bathroom. I don't know how I feel about that, if I had a kid, because, God put us here, God made Adam and Eve. And so my thing is, if you having a same-sex bathroom, especially with these young kids and their hormones are raging, well, what if that man that's really a man decides he wants to be a man because he's standing like this right now, and that woman who thinks she a man decides she wants to get wet right now, and they're in the bathroom? What happens then? So we just gonna promote teenage pregnancy? Oh, my bad, you can't even get an abortion. So now imagine that. Imagine somebody's transgendered son and transgendered daughter, because life hits them and their hormones hits them, and somebody ends up pregnant at school and they can't even get an abortion. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, me too, Cookie. That's what I'm saying. Instagram. Go to my Instagram. DM me. If you from Las Vegas, if you are in Las Vegas, please go to my Instagram. It is the same thing, at coach1stac, just like you see right here. Shoot me a request, shoot me an inbox. I really want to chat with anybody from Vegas. And those of y'all that's not from here, man, I want y'all to be looking out for my brand, because what my brand is, before I say this, did you guys see my brand? Throw a 7 up if you saw my brand. I want to explain something to you about it. Thank you, Cookie. We're going to stay in that gym. If you guys saw my brand, throw a 7 up. I want to show you. I want to show you guys. I want to tell you guys something. See, come on, man. Coach ain't doing too bad, right? Coach ain't doing too bad for 49 years old, right? Huh? Coach ain't doing too bad for 49. Huh? Coach ain't doing too bad for 49. Huh? Coach ain't doing too bad for 49, is he? Coach ain't doing too bad, period. Throw that 7 up, Coach. I feel like we don't. Okay, get on my level. Let me see. Coach, I feel like we don't have a lot of men out here and left these women raising our young men without a man in their life. Now, get on my level. Oh, I like this question. Let me touch on that, right? Let me touch on that. Thank you, Cookie. Let me touch on this, people. This is kind of deep. I don't want anybody to get offended, okay? Now, my dad, and I'm going to get to the brand, because understand, my very first design that I'm going to drop is going to be for the rainbow community. The very first design I drop is going to be for the rainbow community, because you got a lot of hims that think they hers and hers that think they hims, and vice versa. my very first project is going to be for the rainbow community, just so y'all know. But now I want to answer this. I want to touch on this, get on my level. Now, I want you guys to think about something, because you hear a lot of people now, guys, my mother and father was married until my mother passed away 15 years ago. I see my dad every day. That's my workout partner. My dad is actually 73 years old. Let me show you my dad. Hold up. Let me show you my dad. I'm finna show you what Pop's looking like. Let me show you my dad's back. Ripped. That's my dad at 73.
Playing with the pull-up game. Stop playing.
That's 73 years old.
Stop playing.
Look.
Look at the cuts. Look at the cuts. Look at that. Look at the cut. Look at that. That's 73 years old. Look at that.
That's my 73-year-old father. Now, me and my father are tight. He's a good father. So what I want you to understand, get on my level. What a lot of people say is, man, if it was a father in the house, it'd be different. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because this is what I want you to think about for mother and father. What if there was a father in the house, but he did fucked up shit to you? He molested you. He didn't teach you anything. He was on drugs. It wouldn't even benefit you to have him, because just because there may have been a father in the house, it does not mean that he would have necessarily been a good father like mine. Vice versa. I was a full-time single parent. Just because a person was lacking a mother in their home does not mean that if they did have a mother in the home, that they would have treated them right and that they would have learned something. I can go through here and show you guys, as an ex-law enforcement officer, I can't man, guys, I go to counseling to this day. I go to therapy to this day because of things I saw as a police officer. And one of those things was watching parents, what they did to their children. I have watched babies that are this long, right? That are this big, get something this big, put all the way up in them to where they passed away. So I get what you're saying, get on my level. And we want to change that to like, if they had a good father in the house, because just because somebody would have a father or a mother in the house, it don't mean that they would necessarily be a good father and that they would teach their kid. But assuming that they are good, you know what I mean? My opinion, a lot of men are not men. A lot of men, some of y'all men are way too feminine. A lot of y'all men got problems with these women. A lot of like Shannon Sharp. He don't like women. That man got a long list of shit saying, what a woman can't do. A woman can't leave a toothbrush in my house. A woman can't do none of this stuff. But you let men do it. Guys, if you ain't seen my video, go look at the picture. And you can go on Tasha K's page. She has all the uncensored pictures. Shannon Sharp, look, just to show you I'm not playing, I even inboxed the dude, right? Hold up. I inboxed the dude Shannon Sharp was taking naked pictures with. Hold up. Here you go. This is the dude Shannon Sharp's taking naked pictures with. Royce Styles. You see what I told him? That's who Shannon Sharp was taking pictures with. So why would you be taking naked pictures, all three of y'all sitting in the bed taking naked pictures of each other in the bed, if you're not like that? You understand what I'm saying? Bro, come on out the closet. But I'm saying a lot of people are not men. And these men, y'all want these women to submit to you. You want these women to get up out of their masculine energy and be in feminine energy, but y'all don't give them a reason to. You don't give them a reason to, because most of y'all men be lying to these women. Guys, hit the like. Guys, if you're here, hit the like button real quick. Hit the like button if you're in here. Smash the like button if you guys are in here, please. Crystal Light. This is Crystal Light. Yeah, most of these people, they're not men. A man stand on morals and principles. Hey, hey, Leroy, your mother looked like Tyler Perry. Hey, Madrid, kick him out. Get Leroy up out of here. We don't do negative energy in here. Get him on up out of here. Get him out of here, Superman, Superwoman. You was a tomboy coming up, but yeah, and that's the thing, guys. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. Like if you want to, uh, what I don't get is like, and I tell the guys, I do consultations with men, women all the time, and I tell the dude, I ask him, I say, well, you like men, that's cool, but why do you have to act like a woman? On the flip side, when I talk to women, the same thing. All that stud shit, like all that stud shit. I'm like, I said, well, if you like a woman, that's cool, but you're still a woman. You can't be me. You can't be a stud because I'm here to tell you, I can touch a woman in a way with these well manicured hands. I could touch a woman in a way that she knows that she's being touched by a man. And then, not to mention, when we getting down there, I don't know what a stud gets up out of it. I don't understand why a woman don't want a man, but want a woman that looks like a man and try to act like a man and got more hair on their legs than I do. Because I'm here to tell you, ladies, you can have that strap all you want to, but me as a man, I feel everything. I feel when I'm up in there, I feel everything. I feel it. And ain't no stud feeling that, so I don't even get the connection off the rip. That's right, Karen. I don't get it. But if you're a woman, love a woman. You don't have why is it that if you're a woman, why do you have to act like a man? Why do you have to dress like a man? Guys, let me tell you a story, man. Story time. Story time. Story time. When I was about 26, 27, I was on a date nap, right? I'm 49 now. I was on a date nap and I ran into this woman on this date nap, right? And I came over there. I came to her house. And the first day I went over there, I never forget. She was like, by the way, and this is something that y'all women do, man. You know, I don't know what y'all do now, but back in the day, y'all women used to do this shit, like, because y'all would be thinking that all a man wanted is some sex. So y'all would tell men this, just so you know, I'm on my cycle. Just so you know. Well, you're telling me that, and I found that, you know, women say that because they fallen weak in the knees for what I might look like and want to restrain themselves. They tell men that, you know, because they figuring, well, he if I tell him this, he ain't gonna want it. But some of these men, they like their Red Wings. If you don't know what Red Wings is, hey, ask somebody and I'll tell you. Man, and I'm gonna tell you, Karen, it feels like heaven. Do you understand what I'm saying? It feels like heaven, especially with the right one. And I mean, I ain't trying to put my shit out here, but when you are well endowed and you can feel everything, and your body is gonna form to my body. It feels wonderful, like a glove, you know. But so I go to this woman's house and she tells me, you know, she's on her cycle. We chopping it. I didn't go over there to get no, I just came to talk. So by the end of the day, now she even got the touching and she playing with him, but I thought you was on your cycle. To make a long story short, she said she had a roommate. She said she had a roommate, right? Beautiful black woman, beautiful. She said she had a roommate. So as you already know, to fast forward through the story, that was my little late night hike for like 3 years. You know, that was my little late night hike for like 3 years. I would go over there and do my thing, but I noticed, man, this is what I noticed, and pay attention. And I'm not trying to be nasty. She was extra wet. And when I tell you she was wet, she would be standing there. Okay. And no disrespect, Cookie. And the thing is, if a man touched her there, she would get wet too. Cause I'm finna look, watch this story, Cookie, because this shit is real. Watch this. Cause I'm finna get right into this stud shit. A lot of studs, I guarantee you, and I'm not talking about your daughter, no disrespect to your daughter, Cookie, but my daughter's one too. I can tell you right now, me as a man, if I give a stud something, she gonna like men. I can promise you that. Because that's what I'm leading into this story about. Because this woman, she would be dripping so much that she had gobs of juice without even touching her. She would stand there and it was just, you had white gobs of shit just dripping up out of her and down her leg, white, big, thick, and white. She was that moist, like gobs. Matter of fact, it almost looked nasty. She was just standing there, gobs just dripping up out of her. And we did our thing for about 3 years. But her roommate, remember, her roommate was never at home. And she didn't look like no dude. She looked nothing like no dude. She didn't have no male mannerisms or none of that. Mannerism. She was dressed sexy than a motherfucker, Cookie. Like she had on that shit that I tell you about. That how you dress. So she was getting ready to move back to New York. So now I went over there and I needed to use the restroom. Now remember, over 3 year period, her roommate was never at home. Her roommate was never at home. So the last time I go over here, I need to use the bathroom. And when you go to somebody's house enough, you know which bathroom to go to. So I'm going to the bathroom in the hallway. And she said, no, don't go to that one. Go to the bathroom in my room. Well, since I done been in the bedroom so much, of course I know where the bathroom at. So here's where it gets tricky. As I'm coming out the bedroom, I see a big 8x10 picture sitting on the nightstand. And it was of her dressed like a man. And she had a badass Puerto Rican wife. Her wife was Puerto Rican, light-skinned, long hair. She was bad. You dig? She was bad. Okay? Bad. So I ain't say nothing because you my little play friend. So I never said nothing. So she moved away. About 3 months later, she came back and it was a Sunday. I'll never forget. She hit me up. Boom. She hit me up. Hey, I'm in town. I said, oh, yeah? She said, yeah. I got a jacuzzi suite at the Bellagio. So I said, did you bring your girlfriend? And she's like, oh my God. You know about that? How do you know about that? I said, well, I wasn't digging through your shit, but when I came to your house last time, you left a picture out. When you told me to go to the bathroom, it was a picture of you and your wife sitting there. I said, she fine as hell too. She's like, oh my God. And then she went on to tell. I said, how come you ain't tell me? She said, it was just a hard thing. She said, I was the second man that she ever slept with in her life. The second. Now, what's up, Ambition of a Rider? Stay a while. Nice to meet you. Where you from? We from Las Vegas. We chopping it up. So she let me know I was the second man that she ever slept with. So now it started to make sense why she would never really want me to leave, why that thing was dripping like gobs without being touched. Gobs dripping from her. God, I used to have to try to, man, like literally, it was like an animal. She would not let me leave that house when I came by. And now I know why. So I tell anybody, 3-1-3 in the house. I tell anybody, man, the studs, if given the right thing, trust, because they get wet too. You think they don't? Pausing on this, man. Like I said, I know girls who like girls. Shit, my friend sent me a movie of a stud, and she had this much up in that stud, like this. Look. This is a stud now. The stud got this all up in her, but she's a stud. So anyway, back to the story. So the lady says, hey, well, in that case, how would you like to join me and my wife at the how they do? She said, and like my daughter, I don't think my daughter will ever sleep with a man. I'm just saying it's always exceptions. But if they lay down, believe me, I'd make you straight. You want it. You would crave it after that. So she says, well, I got a proposition, how would you like to come and do that thing with me and my wife. I got a jacuzzi suite. I'm like, hell yeah, I want to come. She said, but it's one condition. Yeah, you got, man, you got to give it to him gorilla. And look, hold up. And I'm a Scorpio. Stop playing. And I'm a Scorpio. Man, come on, man. You already know what's cracking with me. And I'm a Scorpio. Man. So she like, hey, you know, you want to come? Me and my wife, I said, hell yeah. She said, but it's one thing. And God, don't laugh at me when I tell y'all this. Do not laugh at me when I tell y'all this part. She says, it's one condition. I said, what? She said, she cannot know that we have ever met before. She has to think this is the first time. Now, how am I going to act like this is my first time? I know every inch of this woman's body. You know what? I should have known that she was a stud, and this is a trigger warning, no disrespect, because she was natural down there. See, I don't mind if a woman is natural down there. That shit don't bother me. She was very natural down there, like very, very natural down there, like a jungle. You know, to me, that's a sign of a grown woman. To each his own. I should have known that, but you know, some people shave, some people don't. You know, y'all women gonna have y'all debate about what's right and what's wrong and what's nasty. So I'm supposed, she want me to act like this is the first time I've ever met her. And I'm like, I can't do that. How the fuck I'm supposed to, as many times I've been having it my way, doing it any way I want to, I'm supposed to act like I've never touched you and not be familiar with your body. Man, and based off of that, I snapped on her. I went the fuck off, to be honest with you. I said, and as a matter of fact, I said, why the fuck would you have me at your house knowing that you got a wife? I said, don't you know your wife could have came home and caught me, and then she could have been thinking I'm doing something to you because you don't mess with dudes, and I could have wound up in jail, or her doing something bad to me. I could have lost my life behind that shit. So when it was all said and done, I didn't go. I ain't even go. But the story gets better. She lets me know I'm the second man she ever been with. So we fast forward to this day. That woman moved back to Las Vegas. Now she's all into the church. And now she says that she wants a man. She wants a man to settle down with and get married and live out the rest of her life. But you've been messing with women your entire life. You was a stud your entire life. Really, she was bisexual because I'm the second dude she messed with. But now you go from being a stud to now you sitting in church holier than thou, acting like you ain't never used to do that thing. And over here, man, which I don't judge anybody, man, because I praise Jesus. But come on, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, and I respect everybody. I ain't talking greasy to her. I'm saying she's a whole stud. And now she want to say, like, look, I could pick the phone up and call. I want a man. I want to get married, and then man, you weren't talking that shit when you was with. Let me tell y'all what. Let me tell y'all where I met her at when Black Planet first came out. God, that's old school. If you don't know about Black Planet, man, that was like one of the first dating apps was Black Planet. So I didn't have a MySpace. This was Black Planet. I met her, and so we go from being a stud. So what I'm saying is, you people may be a stud today, but you don't know what you're gonna be tomorrow. Just like today, I'm not a cheater today, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. I don't smoke crack today, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. It ain't here yet. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. So we can't talk about what we'll never do, but that's my little thing about the studs and the supposed studs, and you know. Yeah, that's my little thing about the studs and all that old extra shit, man. You know, so I think a lot of these young people actually, but I did that. That is good. Maybe she had a fancy of being her husband. I don't know if she had a fancy. I wasn't gonna be her husband because number one, I don't like liars. You know, I tell you that story, and it is Pride Month too. You know, I don't like liars. And the way she was playing with me, something bad could have happened to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like something bad could have happened to me. Like literally something bad could have happened to me. So she wasn't caring about my well-being, but something bad could have happened to me. You dig what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is people at the I made this live to say this. People like what they like. That's cool. As long at the end of the day, you ain't got to worry about what coach1stac got to say. You ain't got to worry about what anybody else got to say. As long as you comfortable with that person in the mirror, and when you leave this world, remember, the good Lord or whoever your higher power is, he ain't gonna ask you he ain't gonna ask me what you did. He's gonna ask me what I did. He gonna ask you what you did. And as long as you got the answers, hey man, I think you should do it. I think you should do it. If you a man and you like 20 men, hey, by all means, do it. Be safe about it. If you a woman and you like women, men, and transgenders, hey man, do it. But tell that person. But it's a lot of these dudes. Cookie, are you still in here? Cookie, you still in here? Is Cookie still in the house? Is Cookie still in the house? Check this out, Cookie. There are a lot of deletions. People getting deleted out here in Las Vegas, men on men. And I'm finna tell you something, because I'm born and raised out here. This is my stomping ground. A lot of these men are getting knocked off, not because they have such a big problem with each other. It's because a lot of them was locked up together and somebody then told the secret. Do you dig what I'm saying? Because somebody told the secret. That's why. That's why a lot of these men are getting, out here. Yeah. What's up, Brendan? I got a friend right now. I got a female friend. She likes men and women. Listen, let me tell you what she'll say. This is what she'll say. She'll say, Vincent, are you in a lifestyle by any chance? Respectfully. Vincent, are you in the lifestyle? Carla, what's up with you, mama? How you feeling? You said to pray for lifestyle. Okay. No disrespect. Yeah, guys. Yeah, if that's what you in. And guys, before I get out of here, I'm gonna tell you one story. Okay, let me tell you a story. This is a funny little story, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Okay, I always got to give y'all a story, man. Guys, do me a favor, man. Hit that like button for your boy, please. Help me with the channel. Yeah, get on my level. You shouldn't have said that. Miss Cookie is a mature woman, man. You ain't supposed to come at her like that. I'm sorry about that, Cookie. We won't even get on the Bible because it's the people in the church doing the most. So let me give y'all a little true story before I head up out of here. When I divorced about 10 years ago, I was celibate for 4 years. I wouldn't mess with nobody. I met a woman, right? We was cool. We didn't even fuck around. We was just cool like that. And she was having a birthday party for her son. Okay. I know. It's all good. It's all love in here. So she was having a birthday party for her son. So I make this bomb ass chicken, man. I'm talking about I make this bomb ass chicken. So what I did was when I came to the party, I told her, I said, look, I'll cook the food because I ain't really, me and her didn't fuck around like that. We was just cool. I said, I'll barbecue outside. It was hot. I said, you go and tend to the guests and get the party ready and all that. So as I'm barbecuing, one of her friends comes up and talks to me. And this is when I heard This is when I first heard the word poly, the poly lifestyle. I didn't know what a poly lifestyle was then. I knew about being with two women because I had been with two women, but I didn't know the name of it was called a poly relationship. So her friend walks up to me and says her friend is with a guy. She's with a guy. And so her friend comes up and starts talking to me and showing me her phone, right? And she shows me these. She said, these are my friends right here, and this their husband. I was like, they husband? It was two black girls and a white dude. She said, I said, they husband. Said, yeah, they're poly. That was the first time I ever heard that word, poly, right? And so she said, yeah, he's married to both of them. And I said, oh, okay, that's cool. And so she says, I'm poly too. I said, oh, yeah. She said, but man, I'm into it with my husband. I said, well, what happened? Because remember, I told you she was there with a man. I didn't say it was her husband. She was there with a man. So listen to what she told me. She said, my husband, we're into the lifestyle, and my husband wanted to start getting some from a man. And she said, I was cool with that. And then she said, her husband wanted to start with a man. And she said she was cool with that. Then she says that her husband wanted to top a man. She said she was cool with that. Then she said her husband wanted to start getting topped by another man. She said she was even cool with that. But what she wasn't cool with, she was like, he just want to get topped now. She wasn't cool with that. She wasn't cool with that. And because she wasn't cool with that, she was at the party with the dude that was topping her husband. They done turned her husband into a whole cuckold slave, and it was crazy, man. And yes, get on my level. I'm serious. Let me give y'all another one. That was a quick one, because that's when I started learning about this type of lifestyle, guys. That's when I really started learning about that lifestyle. And I remember meeting during that time. I remember I met this white lady, right? Older white lady, blonde hair, big ass like a sister, just built, just built. You dig? She was built, and she liked black dudes. And I met her, talking to her, and she started talking about her personal life. And she was like, she said she just got a relationship. She said I support my man. She showed him just how little she shared, needed to love him. If she's okay with all that, there you go. Now, why y'all be hiding and then y'all don't? And Carla, I was in the poly lifestyle. I've been in a relationship with two women. Actually, a Scorpio that was born on the same day as me, October 27th, same hospital. Real shit. Got the tattoo to prove it. We was born in the same hospital, 5 minutes apart, and we grew up together. Went to junior high school and high school, but we didn't fuck around till later on in life. And our third was born the day after us, October 28th. So it's 3 Scorpios. And if you really want to get deep, my daughter is a Scorpio, like me, and my ex-girlfriend, my last girlfriend, was a Scorpio. And my daughter hooked me up with my last girlfriend because my daughter was dating her daughter, who's also a Scorpio. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4 Scorpios all in the same house doing the do. So I'm a Scorpio tapping mama, my daughter a Scorpio tapping daughter, and we all in the same house. Now that's some crazy shit, but true. But back to the white lady, man, before I get up out of here. This lady talked about, she said, I used to support my man when he would want to have another man. I said, what do you mean support him? What's their birthday, Carla? What's their birthday? What's the birthday? I said, what do you mean you used to support him? She said, well, I used to help him get it in. I used to help him get it in. So I guess she used to help him get it. She said she used to help him get it in. And I had never really heard of that at that time. It was so long ago. So I said, so let me get something straight. So you put that inside of a dude, right? Like I said, I have no judgment. That's what you do. I said, you put that inside of a dude. You put your man inside of him, but then you take that out and you lick it. Like you lick it afterwards. Man, come on. Crazy, right? Crazy work. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Cookie. My daughter's November 19th. Look at that. Look how we vibing. My daughter's November. Hey, look, I'm October 27th. Carla, I'm October 27th. October 27th. Scorpios in the house. Now look at that. Look at all these Scorpios. Look at these Scorpios. Yes, October 27th. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. So, those are my little stories for the day, man. So but guys, I just want you to know, man, I want you guys to stay safe in whatever you're doing. I want you guys to know what's really going on out here in the streets. Ladies, if you got a young man in your life, you know, be careful the things you look for, because you might start digging through his phone and find something. Oh yeah, Pisces were compatible. Yeah, stick it and lick it. Like that's what they was on. Now, like I said, being in the streets, are you talking about Kirk Franklin? Hey, Queen Sparkles. Hey, Vic, we about to get up out of here. Hey, Queen Dill Sparkles. Hey, hit my Instagram. The Instagram is the same thing. Coach1stac. He's a Cancer. Hey, Cookie. When's his birthday? If you don't mind me asking. And I got a Queen. Hey, get on my level. I appreciate. See, hey, get on my level. I appreciate you giving her that apology. See, that's what I mean by grown man shit. See, sometimes, man, we all fall short in the glory, the grace of God, and even though we be joking, and it don't take much to just say, hey, you know what, my bad. You know what I'm saying? And if I offended anybody up in here, Vic, we were talking about the down low lifestyle and how a lot of people are living it, and have some stories. You might want to watch the repeat. It'd be really good because I stream live damn near every day. Guys, I want you guys to go check out my video. People are getting mad at me because I post what's in the news. I post what's going on in the world. So when people send me stuff, hey man, the hot topic right now in the world is all this stuff going on in the industry with Diddy. Look, let me give you guys something before I get up out of here. Let me give you guys some. Hold up. Now, before I get out of here, I want you guys to go to diddydocket.com. This is where I find this. This is somebody made a dedicated website where they have all of Diddy's paperwork, all of his legal paperwork for all 128 cases. You can go through and read the paperwork. And if you go read that paperwork, you will understand why I'm making the type of content that I'm making about the rainbow stuff and men doing because of Diddy, because he has so many lawsuits from other men and Cassie too. That's why Cassie left the country. Cassie is in these lawsuits too, to where she was showing people fake STD results. She was passing on STIs to people. And her and Diddy was actually, it's so much more that y'all ain't heard about. But if you go to diddydocket.com and start reading through that paperwork, you can read every case. And I'm telling you, by being prior law enforcement, guys, you can't even bring a case before a judge is not even going to sign off on any of that unless there's evidence to support the claim. And you will see so many men that Diddy and it's more than 10, 20, 30, 40 that Diddy and Cassie was messing with, and showed them fake STD reports and spiked their drink and woke up, because I'm telling you guys, I got the tape. Okay, first of all, I got the tape. On the tape, Diddy got something like this big next to something like this, and literally what that dude got on the Diddy tape come up to damn near, it's like this. And Diddy is like this. Diddy can't even hold his shit. You dig? So that's why he was graping these men back there, because that's the only place he can get some filling. That's the only place he can fit. But if you go to DiddyDocument.com, people, you can look through all the paperwork and you'll see why I'm making the type of content that I'm making, because that's what's in the paperwork. You will see all these different men that have accused Diddy, and they have the DNA to prove it, that they drugged them. And when they woke up, they were torn back there. They were bleeding back there and torn. They had semen dripping from them. When they went to the hospital, they had to get sewed up, and they were, and some of them caught STIs from Cassie, and some of them came up HIV positive a month later. And that ain't no allegedly. It's in the paperwork. The only reason you don't see it is because it has not went criminal yet. It's still in the civil court. The people in the civil court are suing. They're the smart ones, because he's only going to have so much money. You understand what I'm saying? They're going after his money first. And then if that don't work, then they're going to go get his criminal. And another reason why a lot of this stuff is still in the civil court is because you have minors who also were given ketamine, who also were taken to the doctor, who also have DNA samples, right? And all you need is one kid to come forward and Diddy's done. But when you're a minor, if they were to go into court and charge him instead of doing civil court, that minor would have to get on the stand. And as a parent, they don't want their kids to get on the stand and get grilled. But go look at DiddyDocket.com, and y'all gonna come back and love me for it, because you can read all these cases for yourself. Court paperwork. That's right, get on my level. But other than that, man, I want you guys to know I love you. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow. I love leaving y'all raw content. They don't like it when I do this. They'll shadow ban me for leaving raw content. This is why I ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Because they don't like, I'm one of the only places that leave raw content. It ain't, guys, check this out. It ain't no other channel you're going to go to on YouTube that, number one, gives you real content. That, guys, and you got somebody who was ex-law enforcement. I was a police cadet, a corrections officer, a police officer, a field training officer, a detective in 3 different bureaus. Then I left. I was a hustler. I done sold plenty of work. I didn't even sent a few prostitutes in my day. You dig? I was getting a lot of money because I knew what I shouldn't do. And man, the story ends because I got delivered by God 9 years ago, and I'm here to tell it all. This is why my channel is different. This is why my niche is different. Ain't nobody gonna give you this conversation from both points of view, because I've done it all to the fullest. But other than that, you know the rest. People, be blessed. Don't ever get stressed. Make sure you never get finessed. And make sure you're getting plenty of rest. God bless you all. I'll catch y'all another day. Church.